He completely denied Yandy. He said that this girl was crazy, that this woman was his in to the music. I had nothing to worry about. And she continuously came around and sat outside in the car crying in the rain and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. I mean, something's going on. This lady's not doing this for nothing.
One thing that I also feel like is that respect should be mutual. Since we've been dealing and going through it, this guy over here decided he no longer wanted to wear his ring.
I feel like once we get to a place where this respect is restored, then we can wear the ring.
So if it was a question from Yandy about your ring, what would your answer be to her?
My concept of wearing a ring is, you know, people together as one. I'm trying to get there.
Not there yet.
But what is the part, the together part or the one part?
Both.
If the roles were reversed, would you hold me down?
If the shoes was on the other foot, you know, I don't know what I will be able to do.
And that's a problem.
So, Mendeecees finally admitted that he doesn't know if he would have stayed if the roles were reversed, and that's so hurtful because people have said to me, you doing all this, would he do that for you? And I've always combated with, yeah, he would, we love each other. But to hear him sit here in my face and be like, I don't know.
And listen, I'm telling you the truth.
Like, that's so unfair.
You had a baby 10 months behind me. You're the go behind.
It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. Just like anything that I hear about you, it doesn't matter. You have to just own up to where you are in life and what it is. That man has never claimed you. You ain't never been nothing but a slide. That man has never said you were his girlfriend to anyone.
We got matching passports with the same stamps, vacations.
Listen.
Way back 2004. I put cars, apartments in my name for him.
That's what slides do.
We have the same address legally still to this day.
No,
But
you
go
don't.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, you don't, and you never have.
Actually, I do, boo-boo. I knew Yandy was gonna be on some bullshit because she was running her mouth, as usual, so I came with my receipts. Mendeecees and I traveled the world together, had apartments together. Now tell me again.
What's good, y'all? Looks like Mendeecees is finally running back to his real love, Erica D. And Yandy is out here looking like a whole mess. Let's be real. The only thing keeping her strapped to that struggle bus of a marriage is her pride. But now that Mendeecees allegedly went and secretly tied the knot with the one woman Yandy can't stand, baby, she is losing it.
Man, listen, I don't know what to say, man. I feel that we are in a dark place. It's been going on for a while now. If this is going to be, then, you know, you got to take this serious. If it's not, then you got to let it go.
Do you feel you guys are at the point where you may let go?
Yeah,
Is the commitment keeping you more than the love right now?
absolutely, 1000%. This is supposed to be forever, but it don't have to be forever.
Well, I feel like letting it go is not an option. The thought of life without you, that's not an option for me. I'm just devastated at how he feels. It seems like he's hopeless. Nothing has ever made him say or consider us being apart. I didn't think it was this bad. I'm just worried.
After Mendeecees wrapped up his time in prison and Yandy could finally stop doing all the heavy lifting for the fam, we all thought it was going to be smooth sailing from here on out. Sis was dead set on making that marriage work. They even hit up therapy to try and patch up their issues. But listen, honey, a busted pot gonna keep on leaking no matter how much you try to seal it up.
Something that I feel like in Mendeecees, where if he builds me up too much, he'll think like I'm too big-headed, and then I'll just feel like I don't want to be with him or I'll leave.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think you're absolutely wrong, and that is not actual facts.
I could get an award from one of the top Black organizations. I say
congratulations. I never see you.
But it might be like,
I never say congratulations.
but it might be like, yo, congrats on that. Versus,
yo, what? I don't even talk like that. First of all,
exactly,
I never even talk like that.
Congratulations.
You can't humanize me. What are you talking about?
What would be better is if it was.
Yeah, all right, I'm ready for this scene to be over. This getting dumb. We have grown since I've been incarcerated.
And you
I came home.
watched it.
Yeah, and I'm proud of her.
I think you talk yourself into feeling like, I'm cool, I'm fine. But your behavior says, I'm not really cool with it all. And right now, what I feel like happens in my observation is you kind of take it out on Yandy, I'm gonna be in the car, can we hurry up and go? As opposed to, let's figure out how we can be in this. But what can't keep moving forward, and I hope you agree, is that Yandy feel unsupported by the #1 fan that makes the difference in the world. And that's you.
And now here he go. Mendeecees done slid right on over to Erica, the one woman Yandy cannot stand to see him with. These two been at each other's throats for years over this same sorry excuse of a man who just loves to keep playing them both like it's a game.
He completely denied Yandy. He said that this girl was crazy, that this woman was his in to the music. I had nothing to worry about. And she continuously came around and sat outside in the car crying in the rain and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. I mean, something's going on. This lady's not doing this for nothing.
All right, let me tell y'all, if you've been clocking all the mess in their lives, you already know Yandy just cannot stand being wrong. Sis is way too full of herself to ever admit that Mendeecees wasn't really feeling her like that. He barely even showed her love, but you know Yandy stays frontin' like her marriage is flawless. Now let's get into it. Erica was Mendeecees' girl long before Yandy ever showed up. Even Samantha, his first baby mama, had to admit Erica was the real love of Mendeecees' life. They were out here living like a whole couple, matching passports, vacations, meeting the fam, you name it. Erica was even playing stepmom to little Mendeecees when Samantha and Mendeecees weren't around. She was deep in their lives, no question about it, saying he never left her alone. I believe that's who he really wants to be with, but Yandy was more successful. Mendeecees knew he was a whole problem and saw that life wasn't about to be easy. He needed someone stacked with the resources and connections to keep him afloat, and that's when he dropped Erica and latched onto Yandy. But let's be real, he never fully let Erica go, even after he said I do to Yandy. Now, fresh out of prison and finally getting his money right, the streets are whispering that he might have gone and married Erica on the low without Yandy knowing a single thing. And you know what? It's kind of sad when you think about it. Yandy held this man down, dealt with all that baby mama chaos that wasn't even hers to handle, took hits from his own mama, and was busting her back taking care of his kids. And for what? So he could come out and hit her with the truth he only married her out of obligation, not love. And then, as if that wasn't enough, he straight up told her if she'd been in his shoes, he wouldn't have done the same for her or the family. Cold, right?
If the roles were reversed, would you hold me down?
If the shoes was on the other foot, you know, I don't know what I will be able to do.
And that's a problem.
So, Mendeecees finally admitted that he doesn't know if he would have stayed if the roles were reversed, and that's so hurtful because people have said to me, you doing all this, would he do that for you? And I've always combated with, yeah, he would. We love each other. But to hear him sit here in my face and be like, I don't know.
Listen, I'm telling you the truth.
Like, that's so unfair.
Child, let me tell you, these men are out here buying audacity like it's on clearance. Mendeecees and Erica share a whole child, so you know they gotta keep the lines of communication open, but gossip says their meetups go way beyond just co-parenting chit-chat, if you catch my drift. And don't get me started on Yandy. She's been throwing it in Erica's face like a whole shade parade, reminding her that her son was just a little oops baby, and that she was just a pit stop on Mendeecees' journey. Erica, feeling all kinds of way, points the finger at Yandy for stepping in and messing up her happy home. So when Mendeecees popped the question, rumor has it Erica was all too ready to say yes, just to give Yandy a little taste of her own medicine. Talk about petty.
You had a baby 10 months behind me. You're the go behind.
And it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. Just like anything that I hear about you, it doesn't matter. You have to just own up to where you are in life and what it is. That man has never claimed you. You ain't never been nothing but a slut. That man has never said you were his girlfriend to anyone.
We got matching passports with the same stamps, vacations.
Listen.
Way back 2004. I put cars, apartments in my name for him.
That's what sluts do.
We have the same address legally still to this day.
No,
but
you
go
don't.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, you don't, and you never have.
Actually, I do, boo-boo. I knew Yandy was gonna be on some bullshit because she was running her mouth, as usual, so I came with my receipt. Mendeecees and I traveled the world together, had apartments together. Now tell me.
When the drama was bubbling up between Mendeecees and Erica, Yandy was completely in the dark, just trying to hold it down while her man was out here acting a fool. All she could see was her husband cutting up, and now she's got the tea that Mendeecees has been playing her like a fiddle this whole time. Yandy ain't holding back either. She's laid it all on the table, calling him out for not fighting for their marriage and for brushing off all the sacrifices she made to keep them afloat. While her whole world is crumbling, you best believe Yandy isn't about to throw in the towel without a serious showdown. And trust, she's not letting Erica get the final say in this mess. Yandy has repeatedly stated that when she ties the knot, it's for life. Allegedly, she's even putting the pressure on Mendeecees to cut off any and all ties with Erica that don't involve their kid. Yandy has been dragging Erica through the mud, throwing shade and accusing her of being a homewrecker, just another baby mama trying to tear down her happy home. But Erica is not about to sit back and take that disrespect. She's clapping back, posting throwback pics of her and Mendeecees to remind everyone that they were a whole vibe long before Yandy even entered the scene. This whole situation is a hot mess, and it ain't getting any easier for Yandy now that Mendeecees has made it crystal clear to the world that he's moved on and his heart ain't in it anymore. The drama just keeps on escalating. One person said, Mendeecees clearly hates Yandy and he's definitely in the street, but she's so obsessed with him she'll never catch on. She's gonna stay in denial every time. Another person said, how you got them is how you keep them. Yandy knew who he was from the day she met him and from all his baby mama stories. This happens when you believe you're the one that can swoop in and fix a broken man. Yandy is at a crossroads. Honey, she can either throw her hands up and walk away from this chaos, or dig her heels in and fight for Mendeecees. She's already put in so much work, but at the end of the day, it's hard to battle when your husband isn't even convinced their marriage is worth the fight. So what do y'all think? Is Yandy gonna pull the plug on this marriage and start fresh? Or is she gonna keep swinging for her man? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video.